Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we living. Well, the Super Bowl is over. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. Last NFL offseason, I did NFL Mount Rushmores where I looked at the four best players in each franchise's history. I did it for all the four major North American sports, NBA, NFL, MLB and NHL. When the World Series ended, I then did a Mount Rushmore by position, the four best players at each position in MLB history. Well, now I'm going to start this difficult endeavor for the NFL, starting with the signal callers, the quarterbacks. So, in these NFL Mount Rushmores by position, I will be trying to attempt to name the four best players by position in NFL history. As subjective list, let me know in the comments at the end who you would include. Definitely not easy, especially football, where there's different eras. They're going to see so much different passing numbers. Rules definitely favored the passers more than they did back in the day. But hey, I attempt to do it, and I'll name a bunch of honorable mentions at the end. The four quarterbacks are not ranked. I named them alphabetical order by last name. But if they were ranked, this guy would be first on most people's list. That being terrific Tom Brady, drafted in the 6th round, 199th overall in the 2000 draft. Tom Brady retired after 23 seasons in the NFL. After this past season, we'll see if he decides to come back. Well, it's not his first time retiring, but all in all, he went 251 and 82 as a starter in the regular season, 64.3 completion percentage, 89,214 yards, 649 passing touchdowns, and just 212 interceptions, a 97.2 rating. Brady was named the MVP in the 2007, 2010, and 2017 seasons, Offensive Player of the Year in 2007 and 2010. Brady also finished as the runner-up for MVP 4 times, and in third twice. Brady won 7 Super Bowl championships, 6 with the Patriots, 1 with the Buccaneers. In 5 of those, he was named the Super Bowl MVP, holds many quarterback records, including passing yards, passing touchdowns. His 7 Super Bowl rings are the most by anyone, regardless of position, in NFL history. In his career, he led the league in completion percentage once, passing yards 4 times, passing touchdowns 5 times, and rating twice, all-time in the playoffs. He has a 35-13 record with 88 touchdowns and 40 interceptions. From 6th round pick to 7-time Super Bowl champion, Tom Brady. What a career. The first member of the quarterback's Mount Rushmore. Next, let's go with his adversary, Tom Brady's adversary for much of the first, let's say, 3/4 of his career. That being Peyton Manning, inducted in the Hall of Fame in 2021, the first overall pick in the 1998 NFL Draft. Manning went on to play 17 seasons in the NFL, first 13 with the Colts, last 4 with the Broncos. All in all, Manning went 186 and 79 as a starting quarterback, with a 65.3 completion percentage, 71,940 yards, 539 touchdowns, 251 interceptions, a 96.5 rating. What a career it was for Manning. 14-time Pro Bowler, 7-time first-team All-Pro, 5-time MVP. That's the most in NFL history. Manning won 2 Super Bowls, including in his last season in the NFL with the Broncos in 2015. He was named MVP in 2003, 2004, 2008, 2009, 2013. Also finished as the runner-up 3 times, 3rd and 5th in his career. Manning twice led the league in completion percentage, 3 times in yards, 4 times in passing touchdowns, and 3 years in a row from 2004 to 2006 in passer rating. In the 2013 season with the Broncos, he has single season records that still hold today: 5,477 passing yards and 55 passing touchdowns. Absolutely incredible. Threw another 40 touchdowns in his playoff career. Was named the Super Bowl MVP when the Colts were able to beat the Bears in the 2006 season. Peyton Manning, the second member of the quarterbacks Mount Rushmore. Next, let's go with Joe Cool, Joe Montana. Drafted in the third round, 82nd overall in the 1979 NFL Draft. Inducted into Hall of Fame in 2000. Montana played 13 seasons with the 49ers before his last two with the Chiefs. All in all, 117 and 47 record as a starting quarterback, 63.2 completion percentage, 40,551 yards, 273 touchdowns, 139 interceptions, a 92.3 rating. Montana was named back-to-back MVP in 1989 and 1990. Also finished as second, third, fifth, and sixth. Was the Offensive Player of the Year in 1989. Made 8 Pro Bowls and was a 3-time first-team All-Pro. Montana definitely excelled in the postseason, going 4-0 as a starting quarterback in the Super Bowl. In 3 of those Super Bowls, he was named the Super Bowl MVP. Was 16-7 in his career in the postseason. Montana led the league in completion percentage 5 times, touchdowns twice, and passer rating twice in his career. He was named to the Hall of Fame All 1980s team, just known as one of the most clutch quarterbacks in NFL history. Joe Cool, Joe Montana, the third member of the quarterback Mount Rushmore. And we're going to end by going the farthest back on this list. Johnny Unitas, drafted in the 9th round, 102nd overall by the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 1955 NFL Draft. Inducted to the Hall of Fame in 1979. He never played for the Steelers. He played 17 seasons for the Baltimore Colts, 1 with the Chargers. All in all, Unitas went 118, 63-4 as a starting quarterback, 54.6 completion percentage, 40,239 yards, 290 touchdowns, 78.2 passer rating. Of course, a much different era. Those numbers are mighty impressive for a quarterback during the late 50s and 60s. 10-time Pro Bowler, 5-time first-team All-Pro. Unitas was named the AP MVP in 1959, 1964, and 1967. Also finished as a runner-up twice and in third in his career. Unitas was a 3-time NFL champ. 2 of those pre-Super Bowl. 1 was in the Super Bowl. Went 6-2 in his postseason career. All in all, he led the league in completion percentage once, passing yards 4 times, passing touchdowns 4 times. So he's the only player in NFL history to lead the league in passing touchdowns 4 straight seasons, which he did from 1957 to 1960. And passer rating 3 times. Johnny U, one of the game's great players towards the infancy of the NFL existence. It was a tough call. I will admit he was the 4th guy I'm including on here. I knew Montana, Manning, and Brady would be on. Johnny U's my 4th. So again, in alphabetical order by last name, we got Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, and Johnny Unitas. Honorable mentions. The 2 I had the hardest time leaving off will go way back in the day. Otto Graham, 10-time NFL champion. And more modern day, John Elway. John Elway just won the Super Bowl in each of his final 2 seasons. What a quarterback he was. Other honorable mentions include Dan Marino, Roger Staubach, Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, Bart Starr, Fran Tarkington, Steve Young, Sammy Baugh, Len Dawson, Patrick Mahomes. Yes, I'm going to include him in honorable mentions, especially after winning his 2nd Super Bowl, 2 MVPs. Drew Brees and Sid Luckman. So I could have kept going. I didn't even name a bunch of Hall of Fame quarterbacks as honorable mentions. Guys like Dan Fouts, Ben Roethlisberger, probably Eli Manning in the future, Kurt Warner. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with this Mount Rushmore? Who would you include as your 4 best quarterbacks in NFL history? Stay tuned for tomorrow. I'm going to try to do these daily. We'll probably do running backs tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to subscribe, tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to subscribe, like the video, share the video, hit that bell for notifications. I'm out.